Once upon a time, there was an old lady who lived in a small, peaceful village. She had a warm smile, a kind heart, and a wisdom that seemed to shine from her like the sun. Everyone in the village loved her deeply. Whenever someone had a problem or felt sad, they would often visit her, knowing she would listen with care and offer wise advice. One bright morning, a young man from the village came to see her. He had always been curious about her. The old lady was known for her happiness. She always seemed cheerful and calm no matter the situation. Even on stormy days or during difficult times, she radiated joy. The young man couldn't contain his curiosity any longer. "Why are you always happy?" he asked her, his voice filled with wonder. "No matter what happens, you never seem sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old lady smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "My dear boy," she said softly, "life is a mix of good and bad moments. Some days are full of sunshine, while others bring rain. But what I've learned is this: true happiness doesn't come from what happens around us. It comes from within." The young man frowned slightly, puzzled by her words. "What do you mean?" he asked. "How can you stay happy when bad things happen? Isn't it impossible?" The old lady let out a gentle chuckle and began to share a story from her own life. "When I was young," she said, "I had a loving family, a husband and children. We weren't wealthy, but our home was filled with laughter and love. For a time, life felt perfect. But one day, my husband fell seriously ill. We didn't have enough money to buy the medicine he needed. We tried everything we could, but he passed away." Her eyes grew misty as she recalled those days. "It was the darkest time of my life. I cried until I felt there were no more tears left. I thought I would never smile again. But as time passed, I realized that my sorrow couldn't change what had happened. I still had my children who needed me, and I couldn't let my grief consume me forever." The young man leaned in, captivated. "So what did you do?" he asked eagerly. "I made a decision," the old lady said with a smile. "I decided that I wouldn't let life's hardships steal my happiness. Every morning I woke up and told myself, today is a new day. I will find something to be happy about." Some days it was small things, a bird singing, the warmth of the sun, or a kind word from a neighbor. But no matter how small, I always found something. The young man's eyes widened with admiration. "But what about really bad days? How do you stay happy then?" The old lady nodded thoughtfully. "Bad days are the hardest," she admitted. "But I remind myself that everything in life passes. The good times don't last forever, but neither do the bad times. When I face something difficult, I tell myself, this too shall pass. I focus on the blessings I still have, my health, my friends, and even the simple fact that I'm alive. Happiness is a choice, my dear. You can dwell on the bad and let it bring you down, or you can look for the good and hold on to it. It's not always easy, but it's always possible." The young man sat quietly, absorbing her words. Finally, he smiled and thanked her. He left her house with a lighter heart and a new perspective. From that day forward, he made an effort to find something good in every situation, no matter how small. Over time, he noticed a change. Even when life was tough, he felt stronger and more content. The old lady's wisdom didn't stay with just the young man. Her story spread throughout the village, inspiring others to look at life differently. People began to understand that true happiness isn't about possessions or circumstances, but about choosing to see the beauty in life, even during hard times. And so the village became a much happier place, all thanks to the wise old lady who shared the secret of true happiness. Happiness is a choice that comes from within. No matter how difficult life may get, we can find joy in the small things and choose to focus on the good. Life's challenges will pass, but a positive attitude helps us remain strong and content.